Good morning and welcome back to Hammond's Upholstery. I know it's been a little while, but I've been busy. Not really felt like it, to be honest. I've not had anything that interesting in, but I've got something you might find interesting now, so let's take a walk through. Okay, so usual thing, some cushions waiting to be collected. Set of dining chairs there. Now, I think they're coming in shortly. We have this leather egg chair there, that's got to be recovered. Now this is going to be interesting. Some of you may remember there was a previous video of a local upholsterer's work that I had to redo and the shocking quality. Well, I've got another one from her, so that will definitely be coming on here. I'm interested to see how bad this one is. Got a pair of Park and Old chairs to do, and this is the one you're going to join me with in this video. It's a Chaise Lounge. Turn it that way. It's got its feet off it. We actually have a pair of them. Different, but two separate customers. So, this has been recovered in this lovely, very bright decorative fabric. What do you think of that? That's going to be something different, isn't it? So, I'm going to get this ripped up and I'll come back to you when it's ripped up. So, hopefully not too long. I want to get it ripped up today and make some progress on it. I need to get some work done. So, I'll crack on and I'll be back very soon. Bye for now. Oh, right. It's ripped up, as you can see behind me. It took longer than I expected. Good morning. Yes, it's the following day. I've had a cup of tea and we're now on with this. I'm a little behind. I wanted to make a start on this yesterday, but didn't get around to it. I had some other bits and pieces to do. So I'm back on this today and I need to crack on with it. So I'll try and record as much of it as I can, but you may just get to see the stages. I'm not sure yet, but let's crack on. I'll show you what we've got, or the component parts to this chaise. Okay, component parts on the floor here. Let's get round here. That is the back or the arm of the chaise. So this is the back, then it had the arm coming down here. So that's that there. It's a separate part, upholstered separately. Then we've got a facing. This is the facing for the front. Unfortunately, that broke. This one lives here. And then we've got the outside back, which goes on to here. So, there you go. That's the component parts. We've got a border that runs right the way round, and obviously the outside back here. So I've cleaned the frame up, prepped it, so hopefully I don't get too many staples in my hands. And as I showed you earlier, this is the fabric it's in. So right, I need to crack on. So first part of this, which is the first part, I suppose I could do the inside arm, but that's going to be in bits and pieces of fabric. So let's do the biggest pieces of fabric first, because then I'll have salvage of the size that I can use for the smaller pieces. So that's going to be the back, the seat, back, seat first. I'll cut the outside back because that's another large piece. Once that's cut, I will then do the arm, and then the outside arm, facing, border, and hopefully get it done ASAP. So back soon. Okay, so I think that's everything cut for it now. So we've got the seat here, cut and sewn here. We've got the inside back, the outside back. The outside back, I'm not sure, I don't think I've cut that wide enough. We've got the border with its piping on it. We've got the facing, cut and covered. The outside back, same. So that's ready to go. And we've got the arm there, cut and covered. So let's crack on with this. I've got a fresh cup of tea on the go, and I need to get this done ASAP because I want to get out of here today. Anyway, I'll just put the camera up and get back to you. Okay, let's get this arm out of the way. The seat go on first. I don't think it really matters too much whether I put the inside back or the seat on first. There you go. Yeah. Sorry, I've got my back to you for a little bit. I just need to tuck this down here. So this is the back edge of the seat. Now that goes through the back here, so I'm going to have to make a couple of cuts to get that through there. Okay. Cuts are very important. I want to get them in the right place first time. I can cut a little deeper if necessary, but not to overdo it. To start with, that's okay. So pull that through the back sofa. Okay, like so. This looks like it's going to be relatively straightforward actually. Okay. So that's the seat laid on. That's going to be okay. That's that cut. So before I finish the seat off, I think I'm going to put the inside back on. So give it a spray with some silicone. Just aids the fabric to slide a little bit easier. This is very grippy, this fabric, because of the back coating on it. Okay. Take the minimum over the top I can get away with, because it makes it easier to get that back through. I've got to position the fabric so we've got enough to go underneath the back and we've got enough to hang over the front edge and the back edge. I allowed myself plenty when I was cutting it, so we should be fine. And the fabric is plenty long enough because it's the full width of the fabric. I didn't bother cutting this off because it was only going in the bin anyway, that bit. So it's always better to have a little bit more than have it tight. So underneath the back, checking I've got enough. Here, a couple of staples. Front edge, pulling it taut towards the back edge, same on this side, and as normal, run out of staples right when I didn't want to. In there. Right. If a full check pattern is not too skew with, tuck the fabric down the back here. Let's go around this side so we can see a bit better. And I'm going to make the cuts the same as I did with the seat. Here. So I've not shown you the covering of the other panels, the arm, etc. I really need to get this done today. But you'll get to see it assembled. Obviously, I'll show you the whole thing when it's done. Okay, back has gone down there nicely. Got to do the same with the front. Okay, so give that little pull down the front, get a bit more tension on this front edge. It's going to be pleated, but we don't want thousands of plates in it. Right, sorry about that, a delivery. Here, make sure I pull the fabric down far enough. The border will cover this. Big lump there. I think that's just going to get in the way. Let's cut that bit of foam out. Okay. Bottom of the back. It's pulled over there, out of the way, trimmed off. I trim everything as I go. I don't like having lumps and bumps everywhere. It's unnecessary. It does affect the finish, certainly with when you're putting facings and stuff like that on. If the facing isn't going back nice and tight to the frame, you can theoretically, it makes it easier to remove it, therefore it doesn't fit right, etc. So I like to trim everything back as I go and try and keep the pleats to the minimum, but trying to keep them all to equal sizes. So now I'm just going to start putting the pleats in as I go round. No set number at this point, certainly with the first side. I just do it as it lays, and then if I was doing the other side that is visible to the customer, which it isn't because it has the back or the arm going up to it, but I should be able to duplicate the number of plates on the opposite side. And yes, I have had customers counting them before. So cut the salvage out as I go. Try and keep the pleats equal length. When I say length, I mean how far they're coming over the top of this arm in this case, which they are just about. There's a hole there for one of the original panel fasteners. I'm trying not to block that. Not that I'm using the original panel fasteners, but that's just a habit. This fabric lends itself very well to being, when I come to fixing the panels on, instead of using panel fasteners, I can use a pin gun to fire through the fabric to attach the panels. And you won't see the holes through this particular fabric because of the weave in the fabric and also the design of the fabric. So that's the front done. I'll go around and do the back now. You're not going to see that, unfortunately, because I'm around here, but it's just a repeat of the front side. This side isn't going to be seen because the arm covers it. But it's also good practice to try and keep it with the same number of pleats in it as the front anyway. Like I say, you're not going to be able to see them. Especially important to try and keep the lumps and bumps to the minimum on this part because the arm bolts up to it, so there's a compression joint here, and if I have lots of a lump or bump, it may mean that there's a gap, and we certainly don't want that. So keep the fabric to the minimum. There's the phone. I'll be back in a minute. terribly sorry. It appears that I wasn't recording the last half an hour or so. So we got a lot further along than you saw us. We've got the arm on. You saw me putting the arm on. I've now stapled the fabric off that's come through here. And we've got the outside back on. So we had to make sure we got this nice curve in it. We didn't want to pull it tight from here to here and have balloon effects going on. So we've done that. And we've put this border on. We haven't finished stapling it off yet. We've just got it pulled round nice and evenly to the outside back here with the aid of my square, to make sure that this is even all the way round. So I need to make sure I'm videoing in future, not just talking to myself. And we need to finish stapling this around. I'm going to reuse the original foam from the board. There's nothing wrong with that. Then it's a case of putting the outside back panel on here, which is this piece here, which is covered, ready to go on, facing, and the bottom cloth. So, my apologies about that. We've missed a good 45 minutes of work that was going on there, but that's just brought you up to speed. I need to go and walk the dog now, so I promise when I come back I'll make sure that the camera's on and I'm recording for you, because we're getting to the crux of it now. So I'll be back soon. Okay, so I've checked the camera's recording this time, so let's get on. I've just got to staple this round, so it's going to take me a little bit of stapling, so I'll disappear around that side at some point, and then the foam can go back on. Sorry, just seen a staple there, I need to get out, which there'll be lots of them there. I need to make sure they're all removed. Get that back on and crack on. So I'm just stapling it along the stitch line here. The staples nice and close together, not overlapping, just close together. Every so often the staple won't go in because there's steel straps been bent over this wooden rail from the sprung unit in the seat. Steady away. Freshen up my staples. Now we can add this in. Right, a couple of staples bent over there where they hit the metal straps. Need to get them out. Okay. Give that a little spray with some silicone spray. Just so the fabric slides over, makes it a bit easier. No problem. Okay. So that's all good. Just pull that up, checking as I go. Sure it looks nice and clean. Need to get some tension in it. trim off the excess, more to the point to clear the fixings for the legs. We don't want to get in the way of them. The legs just screw in, but again, if we start to leave lots of bulk of fabric underneath them, the legs don't go in correctly, which causes issues later on when the legs start coming undone or moving, which then can bend the studs that they're on, because these are just screw-in legs. So need to keep the area around the legs clear. Right, this facing board here. Let's turn the camera a little bit so you can see a bit better. Okay. Let's get the original panel, which has got the original clips in it, and hopefully they all go back in. I'm going to trim off this foam here, because quite frankly it's tatty. That could create lumps and bumps. Need my mallet for this job. And let's just start, see how many fixing holes that I've blocked. One there. Is there a hole there? Not sure. Oh, there's one there. One there. So I'll clear them out of the way. Make sure the fabric's not blocking them. Got that one. Okay, the rest of them are clear. Top, one there, there, there. They all seem to be going in relatively well. Okay. Let's give them a little tap on the fixings, panel fixings. I may just put a couple of additional pins in, because these panel fixings have been on and off, so they may not be as secure as they used to be. So just to make sure I don't have any issues, I've just put a couple of pins in with my brad gun. So put my brad gun on. We're going to use the brad gun to put the facing on the other side. So this is my brad gun. It's got 1 inch stainless steel brads in it, which will hold the facing on. But like I said previously, you won't see the fixing, certainly not in this fabric. If I take a bit of care to put them close to the edge, it'll be fine. Okay, there's a few in there. So just round to the other side. Right, there you go. So that's it, pretty much done. Bottom cloth on, legs on it, and I'll come back to you when it's on the floor. We can have a look at it, see what it looks like. I think it looks great. Love the fabric. Love the fact that the customer's been brave, but I think it's certainly going to be a statement piece. So back very shortly when it's on the floor. Right. So there we have it. Squeaky shoes. Done. Doesn't that look much more interesting than something like that chaise there? It looks good. So there you have it. Another one done. It's come out nice. I think the customer's going to be very happy. It's going to be very striking. I think they're going to love it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, I'm not trying to show you how to do this item. It's just showing you what's going on here in the workshop. But this is what I enjoy doing, and this is the what we achieve for our customers, above and beyond their expectations. I hope you agree. So we'll keep posting when I get something interesting. I'm looking around to see what I've got next. Possibly the egg chair that's behind me over here. It's just out of camera shot. I need to get on with that, I think. So we'll be back relatively soon. Please like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. If I can see the numbers rising, that's great. And we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now.